Hello, guys. This is my full breakdown of all the groups at the World Cup and the teams that are going to make it out of each group. Please stay tuned until the end of this video, and please let me know what you think in the comments after watching this video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow us. For Group A, the teams in Group A are Mexico, South Africa, um, South Korea, and Czech Republic. And looking at these teams, I think Mexico will have a very high chance of progressing from this group because they are playing at home. The last two times that they hosted the World Cup, they finished in the quarterfinals. So this World Cup, are they going to finish in the quarterfinals again? Remember the last World Cup, they finished in the group stage. They couldn't even progress out of the group stage. And if you look further, South Africa has never made it past the group stage. Even the one they hosted, they have never made it past the group stage. And I think this is their third appearance at the World Cup. Even Czech Republic, after the dissolution of the Czechoslovakia Slovakia whatever, this is their first appearance at the World Cup, and they are a very decent team, to an extent. Then I think South Korea are a very decent team. Honestly, at least they do get to round of 16 once or twice. So looking at this group, South Africa has an advantage whereby most of their players play for one team. At least in their first 11, they have up to like 7 or 8 players playing in their domestic league in one team. So they will take that to advantage going into these games. But I don't see South Africa progressing. I see Mexico and South Korea finishing first and second. South Korea and Czech Republic are going to go head to head for that second spot. Czech Republic might still progress via best losers because they will be having 8 best losers progressing from the group stage. So let's keep an eye to this. For me, Mexico first, South Korea second, and probably Czech Republic in the third place. So looking at the Group B, in the Group B you have co-host Canada, Qatar that hosted the last World Cup. I think that one they hosted was actually their first World Cup. Then Switzerland and Bosnia. Looking at these groups, you will see Switzerland standing out. Switzerland will definitely finish top of this group. Definitely, definitely. And I think for Bosnia, they have never progressed from the group stage. Bosnia has that they haven't the Zeko's country. I think I remember one of their I think that was their first appearance at the World Cup was which year was it 2014 or so that they played Nigeria in group stage. Nigeria even defeated them in group stage to move into the to make it to the quarterfinals of that not quarterfinals round of 16 of that year. So looking at this group, I think Switzerland will easily progress. And Canada has never made it past the group stage. I don't see Canada making it past the group stage again. I don't see them honestly. Maybe because they are co-hosts, they might take advantage of their fans, them having a lot of fans in their games. But I don't see them progressing. Maybe Bosnia might even progress from this group with Switzerland. So for me, Switzerland top of the table, then probably Bosnia in the second spot. That group is it's almost straightforward. Then for the group C, we have Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland. This is one of the hardest groups. Actually, this is one of the hardest groups in this World Cup because looking at this group, you will see Brazil, who can definitely come out from the group. You will see Morocco, we know what Morocco did last year, last World Cup in 2022. They even eliminated um, Portugal, and they finished fourth. They finished fourth in that year, in that 20 Qatar World Cup. So they are going to come back into the show in as much as they have changed their coach. It's still going to be the same team, and they even improved in the team that they have. The team that they had then, they improved on it. So I'm seeing Morocco putting up a fight to qualify from this group. Then for Haiti are I think they are champion. They are World Cup virgins. They don't really have anything. They will give 3 points to everyone. So, but Scotland are a very difficult team to beat. Very, very difficult team to beat. For you to get a win over Scotland, you know what you put into the game, what you invested into the game. So it's not going to be easy. So for me, three teams might actually be progressing from this group. I see Brazil coming out easily, top of the table. Then maybe Morocco, not maybe, Morocco second, and then Scotland third. Scotland will definitely be coming out as best losers. That's what I think. Although they have never ever passed the group stage, but this particular time they will be passing the group stage. They have players like McTominay, who is now showing himself. They will definitely come out. So for Group D, you have USA, who are one of the hosts, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. I think this group is almost straightforward. In as much as Paraguay will come to do even Australia, people do underrate this Australian team. But these guys are not really in the last World Cup. They finished in the round of 16. In the last World Cup at Qatar, they finished in the round of 16. So they are not really an easy opponent as everybody tagged them to be. But I see Turkey finishing top of this group. They have really talented players. You see Adagule and the likes of him. So, and I think that Juventus guy, is he UDs or what is his name? So these two players will be the spearheading of that Turkey team. They will carry the team. They will most definitely finish top of this group. I think this is the this is their first appearance since 24 years. Their first appearance in the World Cup since 24 years. And they're going to finish top of this group. Then maybe Australia, USA. USA must definitely finish second because they are playing at home. So they will have a lot of fans stirring them up, shouting and all. So they will take that to their advantage and they most definitely finish second. So we'll see who finishes third. Maybe Australia will definitely finish in third place. So for Group E, here you have Germany, Curaçao, you have Cote d'Ivoire, and you have Ecuador. This is another very interesting group. Very, very interesting group. Because here you have Germany. And we know that since Germany won the World Cup in which year? Was it 2014? Yeah. Since they won the World Cup in 2014, they have never passed the group stage. They have never. They have never. In 2018, they couldn't make it out of the group stage. In 2022, the same story. And now again, would they now break that course and come out? It's very likely because looking at that and looking at the way they play now, looking at the crop of players that they have now, they are now building something special. So, in as much as Leonard Carl got injured and he's now out of the team, it's such a pity because Nagelsmann was already building something with him, Jamal Musiala, and who is that third guy, and Florian Wirtz as the three players behind the striker, but now he's out of the team. So let's see if that will affect them. But I see them progressing from this group. I see them so easily. Then Ivory Coast has never made it out of the group stage. Have never. And I think this is maybe their third time being at the World Cup. They have never made it out of the group stage. But these players that they have, remember these boys defeated France a few days ago. They dealt with France 2-1. So I and even in African games, even in the qualifications, in the World Cup qualifiers, I think they didn't consider a goal, but they considered only one goal throughout the qualifier. So these guys are coming. They will most definitely get 3 points from these Caracol guys. They will most definitely get these Curaçao guys are just virgins now. They are virgins. They don't know what it takes to play at the World Cup. So in even Ecuador, Ecuador is people that you don't look at and say, oh, these ones are pushovers. In last World Cup, they finished in I think group stage, yeah, in the last World Cup in 2022. But they really came out to play football. I think they were in a very tough group. That was why they didn't qualify out of that group. But right now, I'm seeing Germany and probably Ecuador first and second. Then Ivory Coast third because they will get 3 points from these Caracol guys. They will most definitely finish in third place and probably make it out of that group as the best losers. So for Group F, in the Group F, you have the Netherlands, you have Japan, you have Tunisia, and Sweden. Hey, this group will be so interesting because looking at this team, we know Netherlands now. They have been runner-ups. They have been even last World Cup. I think they finished in the quarterfinals last World Cup. But they are most definitely coming out of this group, no matter whatever Coleman decides to do. Because I'm seeing that he's planning to start Memphis Depay, in as much as he's been injured for a very very long time and he's not really been playing for Corinthians because of injury. But he wants to be starting him ahead of what's that his name? This Roma guy that joined Roma from Aston Villa. I'm trying to remember his name, but I think that wouldn't really cause them much problems. Although they lost to who again? They lost to Algeria in their last preparatory game, but I'm seeing them progressing from this group. Sweden has never been good in tournament football lately. They haven't. They have. I don't even think that they made the last World Cup. I don't think they went to the last World Cup in 2022. But coming back now, they have interesting strikers now. They have Gyökeres, they have Isak, and they have some other players who are doing quite okay, quite just okay. So I think this group will be so because there is still Japan here, and Japan are. If you've played against Japan or if you've watched Japan, you will know that they have 10 longs. Those guys are so they run for 90 minutes. They are so energetic. They are so energized and they are just running like mad dogs. So it's going to be a war in this group F. Even Tunisia, although Tunisia has never made it past the group stage, and I don't see Tunisia putting up a fight against these three teams. So most definitely, these three teams, Netherlands, Sweden, and Japan, might be coming out of this group. Maybe Sweden finishing as top losers in this group. If they can beat Tunisia, they might be coming out as best losers, one of the best losers, because there will be eight of them. So Netherlands first, Japan second, and Sweden third. That's my prediction. Then for Group G, I'm seeing Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. In as much as this group looks almost straightforward, just almost straightforward, I'm still looking at these Iran guys. These Iran guys play very low block and they might be a trouble. They might be a big problem at this World Cup. But I don't see them being able to hurt either Belgium or Egypt. Belgium, I think their best position at the World Cup has been the third place they finished in 2018. We know their golden generation are having their last dance in this World Cup. The remaining players from their golden generation, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, the likes of Lukaku, the likes of I don't know if Witzel was called up, even Courtois. They are obviously not playing another World Cup after this. So I don't see that happening. So they will definitely make the top of this group. Then Egypt, that has never ever passed the group stage, might actually be passing this group stage. Because look at Egypt, they have Mamamouche, they have Mo Salah, they have some okay players who can actually come out and represent at this World Cup. So Egypt, if they are serious, they will be passing the group stage this time around because they have two other guys there who are like virgins like them, who are knockout virgins that has never passed the group stage in Iran and New Zealand. So they will most definitely get maybe 3 points from New Zealand, then 1 point from Iran, taking them over the line. So that is it for Group G. Belgium first, Egypt second. So for Group H, you have Spain, the European champions, Cape Verde, who are I think Cape Verde are virgins in the World Cup. Then Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. Hey, whenever I hear Uruguay or I see Uruguay, they are like they are like the kings of the World Cup because they won the inaugural World Cup competition. They won the first World Cup competition. I think it was either 1930 or so. So for Uruguay, and they even won again. They won like two World Cups. I think 1930 and 1954 or so. So Uruguay, looking at their record, I think their best record in recent ages. Let's forget the ages ago. In recent years, it is in 2010 where they finished fourth. And we know Uruguay are good with strikers. They had good generation of strikers from Forlan to Suarez, Cavani, and now it's just a pity that they have Darwin Nunes now. And looking at Uruguay's team, there are no much exciting players there, just their captain, Valverde, just him. I don't think there are. I can count two or three more good players, but they have a good coach, Belsa. Belsa is a very good coach. So I see Spain coming out, of course. Spain will definitely come out. Then Uruguay. These two teams will be making first and second. Spain first, Uruguay second. Saudi Arabia, in as much as they almost had a fairy tale World Cup in the last World Cup, in the last tournament at Qatar, where they defeated the eventual winners, Argentina. It was, I couldn't believe my eyes on that day. So, but they are not going to make it out of this group, just like the previous one. They're not going to make it. So even the Cape Verde Virgins are not going to make it out. I don't see them making it out. So for Group I, you have France, you have the stubborn Iraq, you have Senegal, and you have Norway. Hey, this group, hey, you see this group? Fear this group. Oh. This is one of the group of death in this World Cup. See France, see Norway, see Senegal. Norway are like another virgins in this World Cup. Their last World Cup was in 1998. And since that 1998, even in that 1998, I think it was their first appearance and they finished in the round of 16. Yes, they finished in the round of 16. And that was their last until now. And now looking at Norway, these boys have good players. They have one of the best strikers in the world in Erling Haaland. They still have Solot. They still have Odegaard. They still have Santa. They have a lot of exciting players who, if they come together, they can form and they are a free scoring team. They score a lot of goals. So I see Norway putting up a very huge fight in this group. Honestly, I see them coming out of this group. France most definitely first, then Norway second. If France are not even serious, Norway might finish first. Yes. France, two-time champions of the world, and they have been in back-to-back finals. After, I think, okay, Spain. It started with Italy in 2006, right? Was it when it started? Italy won the World Cup, the next World Cup. I don't think they made it out of the group stage. Germany won in who won, oh, Spain rather won in 2010. The next World Cup they didn't even go far. Germany won in 2014. The next World Cup they didn't make it far. Then who won in 2018? France, yes. France won in 2018. Then in 2022 they still made it to the finals. And now again they are even coming back with better team because look at that attack. I don't think that there is any attack that can match them at the World Cup. Honestly, none. So France will be making it out of this group as the best as the first team there. Then Norway probably second. Then Senegal third. Senegal might be coming out as best losers if they can beat Iraq. Iraq can be a very defensive team. Remember what they did against Spain a few days ago. They are very, very defensive. You can't just beat them anyhow. So they will definitely finish bottom of this group. Senegal, okay. Senegal, yeah, AFCON winners. Don't forget that. In as well as they try to remove it from them, but they are still the winners. So for the Group J, you have the defending champions Argentina, you have Algeria, you have Austria, and you have Jordan. See, this group, you'll be looking at Jordan as an underdog. Jordan is a very deadly team. Jordan can be really, really, really cunning. Jordan can be so cunning. So these teams in this group should be wary of those boys. They shouldn't leave some lapses while playing them. So Jordan are actually World Cup virgins. This is their first World Cup ever. Then for Argentina, we know they are defending champions. They have won the World Cup three times, and they have Lionel Messi, who is the X factor of the team. They lost one of the best players in their team, one of their X factors in Di Maria, who has retired. So now they are coming with a new, not just a new, almost the same squad that played in last World Cup and maybe a few additions because Enzo Fernandez was there McAllister was there, Alvarez was there, Lautaro Martinez was there, almost the same squad. So let's see how far they go in this World Cup. But they are most definitely finishing first top of this group. Then you still have Austria. Austria is a very, 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 very anyhow team. Austria, they score goals for fun. Rangnick really changed their lives. Those boys are scoring for fun. Austria are finishing second in this group. Second, their best run has been their best run in the World Cup was in 1954 when they finished third. I think in that game they defeated the host Switzerland. I think it was 7-5 that they beat Switzerland. Well, since then they haven't really made it up to that level again. But in this World Cup, they will most definitely come out of this group stage. Just mark my word. Then so it's Argentina first, Austria second. Algeria has never passed the group stage. In as much as they are looking like they are okay, but I don't see Algeria as a team coming out of this group in the first or second. They might still come out as the best losers if they try to beat Jordan and try not to concede a lot of goals. Then they will come out as best losers as the third place from this group. So looking at the group K, hey, the group K, this is where you see the greatest of all time. Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo. So you have teams like DR Congo, Portugal, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. For Portugal are one of the clear favorites to win the World Cup. It's not going to be easy anyway. In the last World Cup, I think they were knocked out by Morocco in the quarterfinals. Yeah, I think it was in the quarterfinals because they defeated like Switzerland. Was it Switzerland in the round of 16? And they met with Morocco in the quarterfinals. In a game, they benched Ronaldo and they were beaten. They were eliminated 1-0 by Morocco. So they will be coming back into this World Cup with a point to prove. And if you look at that team, they have a very solid team that can go all the way until the finals. So Portugal is definitely winning this group. Most definitely winning the group. Then for Colombia, their best run was 2014 that they finished in the quarterfinals. We know that season of that year of James Rodriguez, where he won the golden boot at the World Cup. He did marvelously well. They left in the quarterfinals, but he still won the golden boot. So since then, they haven't really gotten to that height again. And looking at Colombia, they have some quite. They have John Duran. They have Luis Diaz, who is a very good player. Even I think James Rodriguez, he should be their captain. He's still there with some other interests. So let's see. Uzbekistan is their first World Cup. They are just their World Cup virgins, and DR Congo are almost like World Cup virgins. Their first World Cup since in 54 years. So first should be Portugal, second Colombia, and maybe DR Congo finish in the third place. Maybe they might even get to the maybe they might get to a round of 16 through um through best losers, round of 32 rather, because now they are playing round of 32 before round of 16. So for the last group, Group L, you have England, you have Croatia, you have Ghana, and you have Panama. Ghana, Ghana. I'm coming for you guys. So well, for England, we know that they won their only international trophy, which was the World Cup in 1966. And in the last World Cup, they were knocked out in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. And for Croatia, we know Croatia is a team that they don't really look too fancy. Croatia don't look so fancy, but if they come to tournaments, they don't even perform so well in the Euros. If you come to the World Cup, these boys they find a way to meander themselves into the latter um, um, sports the latter stages of the World Cup. In 2018, remember, they finished as a runner-up. That same year that Modric won the Ballon d'Or. They finished as a runner-up. Then in the subsequent one, they finished in third place. They defeated Morocco to finish in third place. So most definitely they are coming out of this group. England first, then Croatia second. You still have Ghana there. We remember Ghana had one fairy tale year at the World Cup 2010. where Asamoah Gyan almost carried them until the semi-finals. One that was against Uruguay. I can't forget that game against Luis Suarez. Hey, Asamoah Gyan actually missed a penalty during the shootout that knocked them out of the World Cup in the quarterfinals. So they had a very good run then. But currently, Ghana has been a shadow of themselves. They are not looking like people that can go to the World Cup and actually do anything there, except they can fasten up their seat belts and try to beat Panama, because this is their second appearance at the World Cup. Their first appearance was in 2018, and this is their second at the World Cup so far. So for me, England first, Croatia second, then Ghana probably third. If they do well to win Panama, they might be one of the best losers to progress. But if they don't, they will go home. So this is actually my full breakdown of the World Cup, of the World Cup group stages. Please, I'm not really perfect with this. I know that most of us that are watching this video really have a better version of what I just broke down here. So please let me know your version in the comment section. Which teams do you think should progress from their team, from their groups, which I didn't mention during my breakdown, because it's just my opinion, not that it's what is going to happen at the World Cup. So let me know in the comments. I will be there to respond, and also see, let's share ideas. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, please. Just subscribe, hit the notification icon so that subsequent videos I'll be dropping will be coming to you. And equally, please don't forget to drop what you think in the comment section. I'll be there to respond to you. Thank you very much.